Hey guys, Super Godzilla Final Wars here, and today I'm going to be discussing what if Jurassic World Dominion had an alternative ending, Part 2. Keep in mind, the original part was basically the Spinosaurus ending. This is going to be the Buck and Doe ending. While some people prefer the Spinosaurus showing up to help Rexy, others prefer Buck and Doe showing up to help Rexy. And some other people just think that if the Spinosaurus shows up, if anything, it will be like the opposite, considering a lot of people are declaring that the Spinosaurus was acting just like the Indominus Rex. So if anything, it will be the Giga and Rexy teaming up against the Spino. While I don't personally see that, I do understand where they're coming from. And since Buck and Doe do appear to help Rex, well, do appear at the end of the movie communicating with Rexy, and the three of them actually seem to be getting along. Some people theorize that rather Buck or Doe could be one of Rexy's siblings, or Buck is Rexy's brother, or 2, Rexy is Doe's sister, or some people are even theorizing that Rexy could be their daughter, which I don't really see that considering Rexy's older than they are, so if anything, I think it would be probably the sibling thing. Maybe Rexy's like Doe's sister? So this is how the alternative ending of Buck and Doe would turn out. This is where the Therizinosaurus does not. Alright, so let's begin. So the final battle will begin similar. Rexy fights Zeb, and Zeb overpowers Rexy. This time, the Therizinosaurus does not show up to help Rexy. There's a massive difference between this alternative ending and the original alternative ending. And, well, the ending of the first movie itself. The movie, I guess it just kind of ran out of ideas, so they just threw the Therizinosaurus in for no freaking reason. Even though the fans flat out said, we want the Spinosaurus to be in the movie to help Rexy. But yeah, that didn't really happen. And the original alternative ending, the Therizinosaurus just flat out got slaughtered. It got slaughtered by Zeb. It just, without a doubt, got literally slaughtered. So with this alternative ending, the Therizinosaurus doesn't show up. I mean, it kind of makes a cameo appearance in the background, but it just kind of looks at the two apex predators, and just kind of resumes walking away. So who would save our heroes and Rexy? This is where Buck and Doe come in. Buck and Doe will come in, and Ian Malcolm says, the line, oh, great, not them again. Because, he had not so friendly encounter with them in the Lost World movie. So, it would be funny to see him, saying, oh, no, not them again. And Dr. Van, looks at him wait, you know those two? And Ian's like, long story. Anyways, the two Rexes see Rexy on the ground, and they are kind of shocked and a little angry. So they roar at Zeb, and Zeb kinda accepts their challenge. What I mean by kinda, well, this is where the tides are on their favor, because it's 2v1. Zeb, we can kind of say, he has fought other Tyrannosaurs before. or creatures that, or maybe creatures that are related to the Tyrannosaurs, like Albertosaurus, Gorgosaurus, Daspletosaurus, Tarbosaurus, etc. And, well, he's never truly fought two creatures before. He's never fought two Tyrannosaurs before. But Zeb does not back down. He roars at them, accepting their challenge. The Rexes are not really here to claim a new territory. They're here because Zeb was picking on a member of their own species. And most likely, Doe is Rex's sister, so as a result, she is extra triggered. The battle will go like this. Buck charges in and bites Zeb on his neck. Zeb roars in pain, and since Buck and Doe are slightly younger than Rexy, they kind of have the advantage. Because Rexy's over 30 years old, and Buck and Doe are way younger than that. They are way younger than that. So as a result, they are slightly faster than she is. Not completely at their prime, but still. Well, they are way stronger than Rexy and put up more of a fight. Zeb does struggle, but he still does not want to back down. He does get a few good hits on both Buck and Doe Rex. But when Rexy gets back up and sees the other two Rexes fighting him, she roars at Zeb to get his attention. And this is where the ties are truly on Rexy's favor. And the ties are on, well, they are against Zeb now, because now he's facing 3 Rexes. 1 T-Rex he can handle, 2 maybe, but 3, that's a different story. This is where Zeb will get his ass whooped. With all 3 Tyrannosaurs, each and every one of them will get really good hits, and Zeb, he'll only probably get like 1 or 2 good hits in, maybe even 3. Besides that, there's no way he's going to survive this encounter. If anything, the Rexes will just flat out annihilate him. And who knows, maybe we can get a line from Dr. Grant saying, well, it has been theorized that Tyrannosaurs hunted and worked together in packs. And Owen kind of says the line like, oh great, a pack of raptors is one thing, but a pack of T-Rexes, that's another thing. And, of course, the battle will continue with Zeb possibly severely weakened, Buck and Doe pin Zeb to the ground, and Rexy, they bites down on his neck and crushes his neck, killing him and ending Zeb's life. And the Rexes are victorious. Buck and Doe roar with Rexy, and in the end, and Rexy still becomes the new queen of Biosyn Valley with her new friends, and possibly sister, Buck and Doe, will be there to rule the Biosyn Valley with Rexy, the OG Rex. This is another ending that a lot of people seem to prefer. While there are some people who prefer the first alternative ending, that Spinosaurus shows up and helps Rexy, other people, kinda like myself, prefer Buck and Doe to show up to help Rexy. So honestly, it would have been nice to see these two Rexes back in action. Like the last time I saw these two T-Rexes in action was, well, in the Lost World movie. So it would have been nice to see these two Rexes back in action again. Plus, it would have been amazing to see how T-Rex packs work in the Jurassic franchise. That would be amazing, seeing three Rexes working together. And better yet, even living together. We saw how two T-Rexes can live in both in the Lost World movies and Camp Cretaceous. So, seeing three Rexes will be very interesting. So, yeah, I think in the end, I still like the Spinosaurus ending, but I prefer the Buck and Doe ending because it would make a lot more sense to have those two to be in the alternate ending. To show up and help Rexy to kill Zeb. Other people kind of prefer Rexy handling the problem by herself, and I highly doubt that. Unless she, catches the Giga off guard. I highly doubt that Rexy can be able to kill Zeb on her own, because you gotta think, she is 30 freaking years old. She's an old Rex. So I highly doubt that Rex will be able to kill Zeb on her own. Or if anything, I think is through teamwork is how she can kill another apex predator. Maybe if Rexy was at her prime, maybe she would be able to kill Zeb on her own. But the way she's at right now, no way. If anything, Rexy would need help to kill another apex predator. So, like I said, the chances of Rexy handling another apex predator on her own are, let alone killing one, are pretty low unless she catches it off guard. So, if she can catch the Giga off guard, maybe I could see Rexy killing the Giga, but that wouldn't really be much of a fight, would it? Because she just catches the Giga off guard. So, yeah, that's it for this video. So, let me know in the comments below. Do you prefer the Buck and Doe showing up to help Rexy, or do you prefer the Spinosaurus showing up to help Rexy? Which alternative ending do you think is better, and which one do you think is okay? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.